Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that old line. Car insurance cost the all.
What is going on, Raider Nation? What is going on? It is your boy Darian coming to you live with another video. It is the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Shout out to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the YouTube page. If this is your first time ever being at our YouTube page, I would suggest that you subscribe and hit the bell button and get the latest news and all Raiders news. But we're back here with another Raiders video, and today is Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Wednesday, and we're halfway through the week, and the Raiders are getting prepared for the Los Angeles Chargers this Sunday, which I'll be doing a live play-by-play and reaction of that video on Sunday, so you do not want to miss that. But this video is a little preview of what the Raiders can do to win and players to watch when it comes to this Los Angeles Chargers team. So in this topic here, we're going to be talking about the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Los Angeles Chargers. 3 players to watch for coming into this Week 9 matchup. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders will head to SoFi Stadium to take on the Los Angeles Chargers in a Week 9 matchup, and we have 3 players that you definitely need to watch going into this game. Now, with the 2020 NFL season is almost halfway complete, I have to say Week 8 did provide some dazzling victories that the Las Vegas Raiders, dismantling, helping and beating the Cleveland Browns in Week 8 on the road, only allowing 6 points to the Cleveland Browns. But we're not going to really be talking about that game because that game is behind us. But Week 9's matchup should be a challenge, while the weather will not play a part in this one at all. Now the Raiders will face off against the divisional rival, which is the LA Chargers, in a sunny Los Angeles, where they're facing an exciting quarterback in Justin Herbert. So let's get straight into the video. Let's get straight into the 3 players to watch in this game coming into Week 9. Let's get straight into it. Now, the first player that we do want to watch coming into this Week 9 matchup, knowing that the Chargers are 2-5 and we are 4-3, it's a lot of stuff that you need to look at, especially 3 key players that you need to watch. And the first one that you need to watch going into this game is Raiders running back Josh Jacobs. Let's not oversight the obvious here. Josh Jacobs is a key to every victory. Nevertheless, the offense needs the production and he provided in Week 8 to continue, as he puts on the team on his back in that one with 31 carries in that time of the victory. When Jacobs is not carrying the ball 20 plus times, the odds are strong for the Raiders will lose. The weather in Week 8 might have played a key factor in the Raiders running the ball more, but the game plan intact. But the Raiders kept the Browns offense off the field, and they will need to do that again this week. With a shaky defense, this should be a plan in place for Week 9 as well, for the Silver and Black to move 2-0 in the AFC West. The more the Raiders ground and pound with Jacobs, the more time Justin Herbert and company are left off the field. It is very simple as that. Very simple as that. And I have to say that because if we keep Justin Herbert on the sideline and we keep that offense on the sideline and we win time of possession, we will win this game running the ball with Josh Jacobs. He got to get 20 plus carries. I know that he's nicked up, and I know that he's had some bruises and some injuries early in this year, but at the same time, if he's 100% healthy like he was last week, getting 31 carries, I think you should do the same thing this week. Establish the run and make sure that we get the Chargers on their heels, because they got a lot of key pieces gone, and they did trade Desmond King to the Tennessee Titans. So you just never know what's going to happen here. But at the same time, they have some key injuries that's not even on the field for the Chargers defense. So I think Josh Jacobs would be one of the key factors in this one here. And the next person that we should look at to going into this Week 9 matchup, and it's very important, and that is Raiders safety Jonathan Abram. Now, Jonathan Abram came back in Week 8 after near encounter with COVID-19, and he shows that invaluable worth upon his return. After missing the team's Week 7 loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Abram showed why he is the alpha on this defense, flying all over the field and making big plays. Whether it's blitzing or an in-man coverage, he was all over the field. And Abram, along with linebacker Nick Wachowski, looked like an undeniable stars of the defense showed this past Sunday. With Abram leading the secondary, maybe it's possible the defense could turn the corner under the defensive coordinator Paul Gunther. Only time will tell in terms of that, but the Raiders have an opportunity to make a real statement against the Chargers team that loves to throw. Herbert has thrown over 300 yards in 3 of the 6 starts of this season, and he has 3 touchdown passes in each of the last 4 games. So that is very important to actually look at having Jonathan Abram back. You see that the defense plays differently when Jonathan Abram is back there. You could actually move him around, bring him up as a linebacker, or put him up as a safety. There's so many ways that you can move Jonathan Abram that he could be a very effective on this defense. And you never know, we might have turned the corner with Paul Gunther, but I still think I still want him out in some sorts. But if he can turn the corner with this defense and know that we might be getting all of our secondary back, if we get all our secondary back, it's sky's the limits for this back end on this defense. But at the end of the day, it's still, we do need a pass rush up front to help out the back end of our defense. But Jonathan Abram is definitely a key factor in this game going into Week 9's matchup for the Las Vegas Raiders. And last but not least, but this is not a Raider, that is the 3 key players to watch in this game. It is rookie quarterback Justin Herbert. We have to include the rookie quarterback here for a good reason. Despite sporting a 1-5 record as a starter, and losses are truly not been his fault of Justin Herbert, who is playing at a very high level. Herbert recently became the first rookie in quarterback since Deshaun Watson to throw 3 touchdown passes in 4 consecutive games, throwing for nearly 2,000 yards and already with 15 touchdowns. The sky is limit for Herbert, which is terrifying news for the Raiders defense. Now, despite the shutdown of Baker Mayfield in Cleveland, 2 things can be looked at through a microscope here. The lackluster performance from Mayfield could have been mainly due to the weather and scoring, being Mayfield not as talented as Justin Herbert, nor does he currently sport the weapons that Herbert has at his disposal. The Raiders will need to break their sackless streak and get to Herbert, or use more blitz packages to stay in face of the young gunslinger. Stopping Herbert if you can, or at least providing enough pressure, is the only way the Raiders have a chance at victory. That unless they want to risk getting into another shootout. Now, we really don't want to get into another shootout like we did against the Kansas City Chiefs, but defensively we were great in that game when it came to, neutralizing Patrick Mahomes in some sort. Now, if we can put on that same defense that we did against the Kansas City Chiefs and implement it into the Chargers game, I think that would be a good idea with us, knowing that he is a gunslinger. But at the same time, we do need pressure for the defense as well. So you just never know what can happen here when it comes to this game. It could be a shootout. It could be a defensive game. You just never know. But I feel like we still have a big chance to win this game just because of the Chargers defense. That Chargers defense gives up a lot of points in the second half. And we are a second half team. And you've seen it in a couple of games that we are a second half team. But we got to keep playing consistent and we got to keep playing better. So Josh Jacobs was one of the guys that we have to go with. 2 was Jonathan Abram to definitely be the kickstarter of this defense. And Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is a good quarterback. I understand this is a Raiders channel, but shout out to justblogbaby.com for this actual article here. Me and justblogbaby.com do agree with these 3 that there are 3 key players in this coming up in this game in Week 9, and we definitely have to make sure we neutralize Justin Herbert to the most of our ability. Yes, he starts off fast, but we have to play faster than what Justin Herbert is and keep him off the field as well. But let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think, Raider Nation. Make sure y'all put it in the comments and make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. It is the Spotlight Raiders Talk, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit, simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost an arm and